What up, peeps? It's your girl, Dash. Come back to Funeral Takes. Well, it's that time, you guys. It's movie review time, and this is for the movie Dune. This is directed by Denis Villeneuve. First off, I just want to note that I'm just kind of gonna get into it. Not too much, broadly into it, honestly, but just talk about the film. Secondly, I want to say off the top, I did enjoy this film. Definitely lengthy. It was like a little over 2.5 hours. So pretty much with that said, let's go and just kind of just jump into it. My first thoughts on this was um, pretty much I love the overall film as it is. I will say them showing us the world of Arrakis. I did enjoy it. It looks so beautifully done, just spectacular. Honestly, the visuals. I will say, secondly, with the overall special effects and all compared to what we had in '84, and at that time that it is for what it was. It's really done good, but in this one, definitely top notch. With the overall aesthetics of all of that was done very well. I love the casting. Definitely, and I hate to do the compare, but I will in regards to Timothy Chalamet playing Paul. He definitely is no Kyle MacLachlan, but he held his own in this one. Of course, we have other cast members like say Rebecca Ferguson. We had Oscar Isaac. We had Jason Momoa, Josh Brolin. We have Javier Bardem, Zendaya, just to name a few. Stellan Skarsgård is another one, and just amazing. And I just felt like with this cast, it's only so much they can do with all of the cast. We were specifically pinpointing on particular characters, more so like, of course, played by Timothy, Rebecca, Oscar, Stellan Skarsgård, definitely Dave Bautista, excuse me, as well. And then, of course, Jason Momoa. Those are the main, ones that we really get to see, and then Zendaya as well. I like how you do get to see the character Paul, seeing the visions of Zendaya and seeing what's going on, with her, her people, the way they were heinous with, the torturing, the killings, whichever, courtesy of Stellan Skarsgård's character, of course, with the help of Bautista. Stellan Skarsgård was just amazing in this. I will say, I really enjoyed him. It's just, not to say he was heinous looking and all that, but just effective in just his, overall, just, vengefulness, whatever, of just, not caring, about others, just, wanting what he want, getting rid of this, whatever, and all that. So that just, definitely heightened my intrigue with him playing the character. Um, I will say this: I definitely enjoyed seeing the scenes between what is it, Timothy Chalamet, and then also Jason Momoa. I love their little banter and friendship within the film. That was really good. I will say this: there were a lot of characters I really wish we could flush out. Like I really did enjoy, even though we would see little parts of the visions with Paul seeing. I want to say Chiny or Cheney. I could be saying it incorrectly. I could never get it correctly. And then also like parts with characters like Javier Bardem's character, him, was the one to say Stilgar. Also, other ones in there, I really wish we could have saw a little bit more of whatever, just here and there, like with Josh Brolin's character playing Gurney, not so much on that end, but definitely a lot because since there's so many characters, there's only so much time we have in a film. So you're kind of, leaving it up to just dealing with core characters. And that's where I feel like, with this particular film, a lot of people say, well, this is probably worth making this, remake, whatever. But I feel like I already know they're going to be making a second one. So that's kind of be the point of seeing how they're going to progress the story, in the next installment of, this particular franchise, and that'll be key for me. I hope we do get a little bit more Zendaya. That'll be nice. I was bummed that Jason Moore's character Duncan, is no longer, because that was I just really enjoyed him. He stepped up to the task, whatever, definitely, being, that, person to, watch over Paul's character and all that. I did enjoy Rebecca Ferguson's character as well. Lady Jessica, she was really, really good. I'm a fan of Ferguson anyway, so she never truly honestly disappoints with me. I did like the scenes we did get of Oscar Isaac as well. Definitely his scene where he's brought, to Vladimir, and you see what happens from there. Very intense scene, and I really did enjoy that. Also, like I said, with Javier Bardem's character, seeing a little bit more of him, and understanding where Paul and Lady Jessica ended up, whatever, and having to speak with them, what's their, their agenda, their purpose for being there, what do they want for these, these people here, and having to prove themselves a little bit, which, Paul did step to the task with that. He dealt with a guy named James in this, and just, oh my God, his character was irking the heck out of me. So when that fight sequence happened and you see the end result, it was just like, he was kind of like a hothead to me, but needless to say, it is what it is with that. But like I stated, overall, I really, really did enjoy the film. Um, I'm really looking forward, like I said, to seeing doing part two of Dune. I really want to see where they're going to take this, because this was pretty much kind of like just giving us a little bit a taste of a backstory with Paul and seeing what's going to happen. What is his true calling? What is he planning to do? Like he really, as you can see in the film, did not like being, even though he's a part of his family, he loves his family. He doesn't like other aspects of his family, and things that he had to do, and having these certain abilities or whatever he did not want, whatever. So it kind of puts him in a situation he really doesn't want to be in, and he had to step up to the plate a little bit, with that instance. And that was a little bit, I enjoyed seeing him kind of just like, yeah, you got to step up. It's like, you can't just, you want to do what you want, but in some ways you can't. You can see little discussions with his father, but now it's time. Your father is no longer, it's you and your mother. He has no choice. And I really want to see that character development with him in the second installment. So I'm really looking forward to that. And being that he's definitely a little bit younger age, the way he is, depicted in this particular one as opposed to the one from 1984, that's a little bit of the difference. That's why, I made the little statement that he's not no Kyle MacLachlan, because when you see him in that one, definitely a little bit older for sure in his, from the 84, one. So it's going to be very interesting. But in the end, like I said, overall, I did enjoy this. I mean, cinematography, everything, the visuals, just beautiful, beautiful. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what Denis Villeneuve is going to do in the part two of this one, because they can only, like I stated, can't really go too much into overall storyline in under 3 hours. There was just no way. So I already knew, again, that they were going to have to make another film. So I'm glad that I'm hearing that that is actually going to be happening. It's just a matter of when he's going to start part of production. I don't know what the other characters are working on, whatever, how long we have to wait for that to actually happen. But with that said, I will keep my eyes open for that one. So with that said, you guys, comment below. Let me know what you all think. And with that said, I'll see you guys in the next movie review. You guys take care.